YouTube, what's going on? It's NY here, 505. Hey, RC, and I'm coming to you right now for the next phase of this project. It's the XO-1 150 mile an hour project, and I want to start on my front end. So the first thing I'm going to do is start building my front end steering setup. So we've already installed our Boca bearings that we saw in the last video. So what I want to do now is High Gear RC makes this awesome aluminum drag link for the XO-1. So we're going to replace this plastic one. Yeah, it's pretty good, but hey, nothing beats aluminum. So we're going to put that in place and make sure we get some good rigid, tight steering. Oh, my steering to drift when I get up to those high speeds. So I'd like to thank High Gear RC for this awesome part. Get it out of the bag here. Ah, there we go. So very high quality aluminum. So what I'll do first is come in here and pull this bad boy apart. Alright, so there we have it. Pretty simple, straightforward. Thanks a lot. High Gear RC. We'll go ahead and throw the top back on here. Alright. So we're all put back together now. Get this little old grease out of here. Right up in here. And I'm going to use some good old Moody greaser here. Go ahead and put in these bad boys. Our steering links. These are some tricky items. Need a special way to get these in. So put in these steering links, and then next thing we'll do, let's go ahead and rebuild that differential and put some different gear oil in there. So let's keep going. Let it go. Alright. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is rebuild. Well, we've already rebuilt the bearings with Boca bearings, but we're going to fill this diff up with diff oil. I'm going with the 100K diff oil for the front, and I'm going to do a 500K for the rear. So we'll go ahead and pull this apart. Clean it up with some Moody greaser real quick to make sure I can get it nice and clean. And this 100K is pretty thick, so it might take a while to get it all in there. Back together now. I'm gonna clean her up a little bit on the outside just to make sure there's no residual hanging around. So we throw that back in the house, and now I want to put a little grease on those gears. So what I got here is my udder butter from Cal RC. It's a super waterproof grease that we're gonna use on the outside here. Alright, piece it all back together. Make sure we got some rotation. Alright, so now we're good to go. So we got the front diff rebuilt. Use some of my good Cal RC products here to get it back together. Next phase is to finish installing the front end. So let's keep moving. Alright, so now let's continue with the front end build. Let's go ahead and get this installed. Alright, so now we got the gear on. Now we'll put this back into the steering setup. Alright, we got that all in place. I'm run my 2 screws in on the bottom here. This goes here. So this is the right side. Before I do that, let's put the arms on. Before I do that, let's go and put the arms on. Alright, so now we're going to put the shock tower in. So I got my screws in. We're going to tighten the screws. Alright, so next thing we do is go ahead and install our axles. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and start on install our steering knuckles. So I'm going to spin it around. And this is my left side. Now let's do the right side. Alright, so now we got both of those installed. What we got left to do is put on the steering knuckles. I mean my tie rod. Alright, so we got pretty much 90% of the front end put back together. Now these are the FG 5th scale wheel adapters. Got these from my good buddy over there, RC Hornet. Produces these for us. Website rchornetproducts.com. Now these are absolutely awesome. That 5th scale wheel gives you a lot wider surface to contact with the ground. Come in a lot of different textures: soft, extra soft, medium, hard, and you get them from GRP. So make sure you check them out. I'm gonna install these now. They slide on just like the normal Traxxas. And you use the Traxxas adapters, or Traxxas pins, I'm sorry, from the Traxxas adapters. Alright, so the last thing I almost forgot to put on the front end are my shocks. Don't know how I did that, but Gotta go ahead and install these shocks. So I'm going with the 80 weight oil for my shocks here. Lucas Factory Team Associated oil. Alright, so that's one. I'll work it in a little bit. Try to get any air bubbles out of it. Top it off with a drop. Right. Get the second one. Alright, work the air bubbles out. Top it off. Alright, so we got the front shocks filled. Screw our caps back on. Alright, let's get the spring put back on. Big difference. Alright. Bring this bad boy forward here. Alright, so got those on hand tight. We'll tighten those down and head on into the next step. And can finish putting together the front end. Alright, so now what we need to do is install front bumper with the splitter. So I'm going to slide that on here. Alright, and there you have it. Front end is complete. Only thing left to do is do the rear end, stick the middle, the rest of the center chassis together. This actually going to be almost complete. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching the front end assembly. We can keep it rolling. This is N White 505 RC.